Working with multiple columns. Word makes it easy to work with columns. For example, it's like newspaper style. Instead of using tabs or spaces to separate the column one line at a time, Word lets you set up the column guidelines and then type away. To use multiple columns, go to Page Layout, move your pointer to Page Setup and click on Columns. This lists you the default column options available. Click one of the following options that suits your document. 1. Whether you know it or not, every page in Word has a column layout. The standard layout is one big column stretching from margin to margin. 2. With 2 columns, your document begins to look like a pamphlet or a school textbook. 3. 3 columns are about as much as a standard 8.5 times 11 inch page can handle, unless you switch to landscape orientation. Left. This layout has 2 columns, with the narrower column on the left. The narrow column is a great place to introduce the text with a long heading, a subheading, or a quote pulled from the larger body text. Right. The mirror image of the left layout. This option uses 2 columns with a narrow column at right. Here I am going to set 3 columns for this document. Customizing columns. Word provides you with some special features to customize your columns. Here are the steps to customize. Go to Page Layout, move your pointer to Page Setup, select Columns, and from the list click on More Columns to open the Columns box where you can create custom page layouts with multiple columns. By entering a number in the Number of Columns text box, you can create more than 3 columns per page. If you turn on the Equal Column Width checkbox, Word automatically sets all the columns to the same width, so you don't have to do the math. Turn off this checkbox and you can get creative by entering a different width and spacing for each column. Use the scroll bar on the right if you can't see all of the columns. Turn on the line between box to place a line, also known as a rule, between your columns for a crisp, professional look. Near the bottom of the Columns box is a drop-down menu labelled Apply To. If you want to use your column settings for your entire document, leave this set to Whole Document. If you want to create a new section with the column settings, select this point forward from the menu.